Let's dig into this a bit further with NewsNation law and justice contributor Jennifer Coffindaffer. Jennifer, it's good to have you on this morning. What more do we know about this suspect, Xavier Tate, and how law enforcement connected him to this shooting?
Well, thanks for having me, Markie. First of all, he stole the police cruiser. So that was, and I say a police cruiser, he actually had a Suburban. And so he stole that, and that made it able for police to actually follow that and obtain more information. We know that he's been seen at 2 convenience stores in 2 different outfits. We also know, Markie, that he actually stole the police officer's gun as well as his badge. That to me is very telling.
Yeah, we know that all hands on deck looking for him this morning. Officer Huesca's killer has now been on the run for a week. Jennifer, how much more difficult does that make it for them to track this person down and bring them to justice?
Well, certainly, Markie, as time rolls on, things get a little bit more colder, but I believe they are hot on the trail. I think we're going to see an arrest very soon. First of all, Markie, we have all federal authorities on this $100,000 reward combined with obviously a police officer. You're going to have every officer in that area looking, and I would think he would still be in the Chicago area. He's going to be making contact, I believe, with friends and family to receive help. And again, I think the videos are going to lead to him at these convenience stores and other areas.
Yeah. And you bring me to my next question. When an unsolved murder like this involves a fallen police officer, how does that change the nature or expedite the nature of an investigation like this?
Well, I think certainly no matter who is murdered, police are certainly going to put forth every effort that they can to find the suspect. But when you have a fellow fallen officer, it just heightens that even more. They are going to want to bring this person to justice, not only because of who he murdered, they believe, but also because of the danger to the community. Someone who goes to the lengths to murder a police officer in uniform, that person has just completely lost sight of their concern over a dangerous killing.
And should that Chicago neighborhood still be on high alert while there's no suspect in custody?
Absolutely. Every place that he is connected with in the Chicago area has friends and families and is known to be part of that community. They need to be on high alert. He's going to become more and more desperate as time goes on.
And lastly for you, Jennifer, at least 51 members of law enforcement have died in the line of duty so far this year alone. Officer Huesca was still in uniform when he was killed. Do criminals just not care anymore if they kill a police officer? And what has to be done to make the job safer for them?
Well, I think certainly in light of the movements, right, to defund the police and all these movements that are anti-police, you are certainly seeing that backlash, and that backlash is resulting in the deaths of numerous officers. It's absolutely horrible. And what has to change is obviously people need to get their mindset changed and understand the importance of police actually working for them to provide community safety.
Well, we're praying that this story, this chase comes to an end quickly, that family and these communities deserve answers and justice soon. Jennifer Coffindaffer, thanks so much as always. Good to see you.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.